Hello, it's Saturday the 4th of March and this is your Birmingham News Weekend magazine. And because it's the weekend, I'm here with you for the next hour to take a look at what's going on around Birmingham, the West Midlands and beyond. Yes, welcome to the Birmingham News Weekend magazine. So coming up on today's show, well, we'll start by taking our regular look at what's up on this week's community notice board. Then we'll be turning to Carl Jones for his business weekend update. Our intrepid reporters Steve Green and Jason Forrest will bring us some more interesting guests from around the area, and a little later on Carl will be back with his assessment of the latest on the silver screen. Then Johnny Doom will be here a little later on with his pick of the gigs, and we'll be reminding ourselves what's been going on around our area. And of course, if we're lucky, then Norma Bartlett will be here to tell us what's so special about this week in days gone by. And it's all within the pages of this week's Weekend magazine. Welcome back to the programme with me, Lee Bannister. Now, Carl will be back again shortly for his regular look at the silver screen. But first, most of us enjoy the occasional pint in a friendly hostelry, be it a busy city saloon or a quiet country tavern. But which qualities does a pub need to really raise the bar? Well, we decided it was time, gentlemen, please, for Steve Green to investigate what makes an award-winning alehouse.
Hi, Lee. This Acots Green pub has had quite a few titles since it first opened its doors in 1932. The New Inn, Lloyd's, Beagles Flies Again, Lafferty's, and now the Inn on the Green. But I guess the title that licensee Brendan Daly is most proud of is Birmingham Camera's Pub of the Year, a title it's just held for the second year running. I'm here with Brendan Daly, licensee of the Inn on the Green, and also with Sally Lavender from Birmingham Camera. And I understand double congratulations are in order, because apart from getting the award twice in a row, Brendan, Sally, you've just been made Chair of Camera, or the local branch of Camera.
That's right, yes.
Well done to you both.
Thank you.
And I get the honour of presenting this gentleman with an award in a couple of weeks, don't I?
Thank you very much.
All right, excellent. Brendan, you've been in the trade on and off for 30 years, but you came here 12 years ago.
Yeah.
What kind of changes do you perceive having happened in those 30 years?
Well, 12 years ago, there was not a smoking ban inside pubs. And I think that the smoking ban prohibited a lot of people, but they thought to themselves, well, if I have to smoke outside, I might as well smoke inside my own house. And we lost a lot of money every week for people not being able to come in and smoke a cigarette. So that's had a major difference to what we do now. It's good for me actually, because I'm a non-smoker, but I never held it, against anyone for smoking, and it was good for business. But what I brought to Inn on the Green, which used to be the New Inns back in the day, and a few other names before, is that we only sold lager and cider. We didn't sell any ale, and I'm an ale enthusiast. I love ale. I only drink ale, so ale was the way I wanted to go. And 12 years later, we've won it twice now, and we've opened the bottle shed where we are now with loads of beautiful bottles, up to 300 bottles we do now.
Yeah, this is part of your sort of updated offer, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you're making to your customers. And
yeah.
They can now come into what is essentially an off licence, with seating as well, so they can have a drink as well. They can try the beers before they take them home.
Yeah.
Which is rather a neat idea.
Yeah.
Because each of those bottles has got two prices on, one for drinking in and one for drinking out.
Yeah.
And it's, as I say, it's rather a nice array. Now you're actually a beer taster, Sally, so obviously this is really quite a challenge to you, seeing all these beers.
It is, yes. I think it might take me a couple of days. Obviously, I'm joking, but there are some wonderful, wonderful beers here from some fabulous breweries.
A great honour, to say, for Brendan's pub. What are the criteria that Camera uses to actually pick the pub of the year?
For the pub of the year, we look at lots of different criteria. Obviously, we want a place that serves excellent beer. That's one of Camera's primary concerns. After that, we want a place that's really friendly, has wonderful service, has what we want to drink, and it actually has the sort of atmosphere that we think people will find welcoming.
Back in the day when I was doing pubs in the 1980s, 4 o'clock, everyone would be in the pub from work. It's not like that anymore. It's still your busiest time, but there wasn't. Every pub I know was busy back then. But nowadays, it's all these big pubs around and only one little room being used. We're lucky here. We've got this room for some bottles and some craft. We've got next door for some rock music. We have a rock venue next door. And then we have the bar selling cascals, lagers, ciders. So we utilise all the 3 rooms, but some people cannot do that. And they're trying, they've got a whole room, a whole pub to heat up. And again, some of these pubs are a ring main system where you have to go all the way around to heat the whole pub up, which has happened here when I first come here. We had to heat the whole pub up just to heat up one room, and it costs a fortune.
Indeed. Well, this pub here has been part of the community of Acots Green since 1932, and I was just looking up that. That's the same year that the new tram terminus opened just across the way from here, and also next door the new public library. So you had travel, you had obviously leisure and recreation inside the pub, and you had education next door. It must have been quite a time for Acots Green, and thankfully the library's still here. The trams may have gone, but the pub's still here. Let's hope it stays that way for a long time to come.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Steve called afterwards to say he was staying to sample a few of those bottled beers. We haven't heard from him since, actually. Hopefully he'll be back with us next week for another report from around the region. So then, it's time to close the pages of the Birmingham News Weekend magazine for Saturday. Now, I'll be here at the same time tomorrow, and then there's more news for Birmingham and the West Midlands every weekday with me at 1, and then Mike is here at 6 and 9 in the evenings. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back here at the same time tomorrow. Ta-ra a bit.